Welcome to my series of Quentin Tarantino movie reviews, where I will be reviewing Quentin Tarantino films all the way leading to Quentin Tarantino's upcoming film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Really can't wait for that film to come out. I actually really am excited for that film, and for that reason, because of that film's release, I'm going to be reviewing some of Quentin Tarantino's films. I already reviewed Pulp Fiction, which is easily my favorite Quentin Tarantino film. But today I'm going to be talking about a film which is honestly my second favorite in Quentin Tarantino's career, Django Unchained. So Django Unchained was released back in 2012 and stars Jamie Foxx, and this film tells the story of a bounty hunter who frees a slave named Django. And after he's freed, he makes this deal with this bounty hunter to journey through the South and go after the South's most wanted criminals. And Django hoping that he will find his wife. I just gotta say, Quentin Tarantino, you are a master. This film blew me away on every single level. I was honestly blown away by this first experience on this film. When I first watched this film, I loved every single minute of it. Everything was always happening as the story went on, and the characters were really well set up, and the story was very Tarantino-like. And that's what you gotta love about Tarantino's films. They all have a similar and very unique feel to them. And Django Unchained has a Tarantino style and feel written all over it. Some of the best elements in this film are the talking elements, where characters are talking and having conversations about political things, mostly about slaves. And if you're the kind of person who gets offended very easily, this isn't really the kind of movie for you. There is a lot of use of the N-word in this movie. I will promise you that. But thankfully, I'm not really the kind of person that really gets offended from certain films or from films in general. But considering I'm the type of person who loves movies that have a great story, great characters, great detail, really great unique style, amazing direction, and amazing thrilling elements, I really loved Django. I really loved Django Unchained. And honestly, in my opinion, it's definitely one of the most effective movies of the 2010s, of this entire decade. It's probably one of the best movies of the 2010s. The cinematography in this film is absolutely immaculate. And I seriously do not know how Tarantino does it, but his direction brings the audience into his own world. When you watch Tarantino's films, they are extremely unique and very well told, that it feels like you are experiencing something that you've never experienced before and you're a part of this film. Django Unchained has that amazing feeling. Jamie Foxx, I think, was honestly the perfect casting in this film. This is perfect. This film is filled with perfect casting, but honestly, Jamie Foxx is the perfect cast member for the main character in this film. His character Django is very effective in this film, and he's really a big part of the story. And I've loved Jamie Foxx's work, some of his recent films that he's done. And if Tarantino makes more films after Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I'd be very glad to see Jamie Foxx return in another Tarantino film, because he knocked it out of the park in this film. Aside from Jamie Foxx, I honestly thought the best actor in this film was Christoph Waltz. His performance was so good that I forgot that I was watching a film. And honestly, he's the actor that saves this film. He has a lot of work to do in this movie, and his performance is some of the best I've ever seen in a Tarantino movie, honestly. And Dr. King and Django really have such great chemistry in this film. And ever since Django has been freed, he has no one to rely on but Dr. King, because he's technically his only friend and the key to help Django find out where his wife is. And seeing these two characters on this journey was so satisfying and so well done. Let's talk about Leonardo DiCaprio. Now, I'd be lying if I said DiCaprio was okay in this film. DiCaprio is excellent. Leonardo DiCaprio seriously takes his performance in this film to the max. And his character is absolutely despicable and scary and heartless at times. I'd say evil is the right word to describe it. And I've always respected this actor because Leonardo DiCaprio is a very talented man. And honestly, this is one of his best villainous roles, I'd say, in a film. In any film that he's ever been. This is definitely one of his best villainous roles. And one of his best performances in general, in my opinion. And let's talk about who might be one of the best supporting characters I've seen, or one of the best supporting actors I've seen in a Tarantino film. Samuel L. Jackson. The thing about Samuel L. Jackson is he's one of my all-time favorite actors. He is excellent in this film, absolutely excellent. He plays as this sort of old guy who works for Leonardo DiCaprio, and their chemistry was great, and Samuel L. Jackson was even funny at times, even if he was serious. I could never get enough of Samuel L. Jackson every time he was on screen. He deserves praise in this film because he works as a supporting character in this film. Also, there is a lot of blood in this movie. This movie does have a promising amount of blood and gore when the thrilling and action sequences kick in, which it takes a while for the action sequences and thrilling elements to actually happen, like the shootout sequences, but once they do occur, there is blood. Like, when I mean blood, let's probably compare it to something like Kill Bill violence, which is another Tarantino movie. Blood, blood, blood. And I wasn't scarred by it at all. I was absolutely satisfied on how well made those sequences were. And before the shootout sequences and stuff like that, there's a scene before that literally happens before the first shootout sequence in this movie that I will not spoil. But it is just perfect. It is executed in an unexpected way. The audience won't even see it coming. But the thing is, you could suspect that something might happen. You just get absolutely off guard by it because you don't know what's going to happen and who it's going to happen to. But what unfolds is absolutely perfect. And I'm not going to spoil it, just in case if any of you haven't seen this movie, because please check it out. This is one of the films that has given Tarantino his rightful place as a filmmaker in cinema. And honestly, I would be lying if I said this movie is not a masterpiece. This movie is indeed a masterpiece. Definitely one of my all-time favorite films, and it's my second favorite Tarantino film right after Pulp Fiction. It has an amazing story, amazing characters, amazing actors, amazing direction, amazing cinematography, and thrilling and amazing and awesome surprises. Django Unchained gets an A+. So guys, thank you so much for watching this review. Look forward to my next review that I'll be doing. I'm going to be doing another review of another Quentin Tarantino film, The Hateful Eight. Can't wait to tell you my personal thoughts about that film. I'm really excited to talk about that film. And look forward to more reviews I'll be doing of Quentin Tarantino films before Once Upon a Time in Hollywood releases. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the best. Love every single one of you. Look forward to more reviews that'll be coming very soon. And as always, I am just so thankful to have you guys, I guess. But anyway, as always, if you're new to this channel and you like what you see here, if you like my content, actually, click that subscribe button down below to join the Eli B/520 community. And I will see y'all next time. Peace out.